Hello, 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 and welcome to all of my Aries. Thank you for joining Queen Amun Ra for your weekly reading. This is from Tuesday, June 9th to next Tuesday. This is for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Most High God and Universe, please give me a reading for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We know that Aries embodies strong leadership. You guys have an amazing self-confidence. You have very positive energy. You're very brave and you're very creative. You are part of the fire element, which represents your journey to spirituality and taking action. So let's get started. Let's see what the cards have for Aries. Liking what I'm seeing. So you guys know that we have several planets in retrograde right now. Venus being in retrograde until June 25th. That is attached to the Libra and Taurus zodiac signs. That represents reviewing your love situation and your money situation, your financial structure. So you're reviewing a lot of things, your relationship with money and love right now. What I got last week for a lot of people were to not return to an ex, like really, really give yourself some time to sit with the things that happened in your last relationship so that you don't return. And it could have been your immediate last relationship or it could have been a previous relationship before that, but just don't make any hasty decisions when it comes to your money or when it comes to love. So what a lot of people have been doing right now, while we're in quarantine and the social distancing, and a lot of people are teleworking and so on and so forth, a lot of people have been learning new things. A lot of people have been seeing therapists, reviewing their relationships with family members. You know, that's what Saturn is all about. You're reviewing relationships. Period. That's relationship with yourself, relationship with family, and romantic relationships. So it's just a lot been going on right now. You've been thinking about your whole belief system, but also keep in mind that Uranus is in Taurus, and that is about inner freedom. So a lot of people are thinking about their self-esteem. They're thinking about those tangible things, wealth, those kind of things. But we have, look, Four Swords is your first card that came out. So when I see Four Swords, that lets me know that you are in a rest posture. So, but you're also still guarded, meaning that you have been through a lot, and so you've gotten to a point of rest. And so I have these amethyst crystals here and the rose quartz crystals. The amethyst is tied to your crown chakra. Okay, so that's the meeting point, which is not coincidental that we have the purples, the amethyst color in this card too, is that you're at a rest, but you're transforming. You have this sword in your hand. That's a way to protect you. And you also have access to these swords here. That's your protection. But you're also resting, sleep aid, right? Maybe this sword helps you sleep better at night. But the sword is air energy, which represents power and intellect, right? So you've done the work. And that protection means that you've done the work. You're not allowing things and people to come back into your life that didn't serve your higher purpose. Okay, Aries? And look, and because you've done the work, look at your life. You can't believe it. Princess of Cups. Okay? You really, really cannot believe your life. Listen, it is amazing how powerful things are. You're getting like mystic messages. There's just a flow of everything in your life right now. You have the universe behind you. Those mountains are behind you. Everything is in perfect sync in your life right now. Like okay, wow. Because I did the work on myself, because I reevaluated some family relationships and I reevaluated some romantic relationships, and I'm taking my time. Okay, this is what I get here. Listen, you're actually in hermit mode. So you're thinking about some next steps. This is the energy that I'm getting pretty much overall because, like I said, we have these planets in retrograde. So I don't want you to assume that I'm just repeating the same thing. It's a reiteration, and it's really more of confirmation that this is where you are in your life. You're thinking about some things. You're in hermit mode, both physically, emotionally, and mentally. But you're thinking about your life. Not even next steps. You're just thinking about your life and just how good things are right now. It's amazing when we sit down and we become grateful. We are in a posture of gratitude for what we have in our lives right now, and we're not thinking about competing with anybody else or any of that. We're just grateful for what we have in our lives right now. And that's where you are. And it's just a good feeling. Look at this, the 10 of Cups. We have a couple of other signs that got this: wholeness, connection, full circle for you. Everything that happened in your life, Aries, was divinely ordered by the universe so that you can come to this place, of wholeness. Here's what's interesting with this next card that comes up, the 10 of Wands. What's interesting is that even though you're in a posture of rest, see, you still have your sword in your hand. You have a lot of responsibilities and duties, right? This is your 10 of Wands. The Wands is fire energy that represents spirituality and taking action, okay? I see nothing but good. I mean, nothing. There's no warnings, no nothing in your cards. Nothing, no warnings. You just have a lot of responsibilities. Like sometimes when I get this card, I see that there are people who are just like piling things on you, like where you can't even stand up straight. But this is not even for you, this is not representing people putting extra duties and responsibilities on you. These are like blessings. Like your life is whole. You can't believe where you are. You're guarded in the right way. You're still positive. Everything is just for you as a matter of perspective. And so you started to see this as, you know what, this is a good thing. That I have these responsibilities, these obligations. My life is full. This is what I'm seeing for you, Aries. And look how patient you are. In some cards, it says the hanged man. This is the hanged woman. This is like what's the name of that movie? Something in Time. What's the name of the movie? It's going to come to me. A Moment in Time, or A Wrinkle in Time. Okay, that's the name of the movie. This for you is suspension. You're just kind of sort of suspended in time. Like you're just in a really, really good space right now, Aries. You're feeling good. Like I said, you've done the work. Right now, for the cards that I pulled, I'm not pulling anything like that that's talking about love or whatever. If it's love, it's self-love. You are full with your family. You are full of self-love and self-care. The romantic part, so far what I'm saying, I don't know what's going to come out with the next set of cards, but the romantic love is even falling in love with yourself. You have forgiven yourself. You're tender with yourself right now. You're showing yourself compassion. You're showing yourself kindness. And look, you're relaxed. You've gained the wisdom. You've gained the intellect and power. That's what these swords represent. But let's look at some more cards. But all of this is some really good. You're in just a space of just gratitude with what you have right now. That's a beautiful place to be in, Aries. I tell people all the time, peace is priceless. That you just cannot put a price on peace, especially when you've done the work. You're just not allowing anything that's going to come into your life and disrupt your peace anymore. You're just not. You're just grateful. You see that you have your plate is full, but your plate is full with love. Like your plate is full with love for yourself. And that's just kind of where you are. This is what I'm getting. Okay, this is what I'm getting for you. Look, the Nine of Swords, right? I tell you, when we sit back and we think about, when we sit down and we think about, we go in, like physically in and mentally in, and we sit down and we think about the people that stressed us out and caused us this kind of mental anguish and anxiety and depression and pain. It's something, I'm telling you. The Nine of Swords is air. It represents intellect and power. This person is sitting down and they're just like, I cannot believe I allowed this madness to go on in my life. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, but believe it. Like, we've all been there. I guess I can't reiterate that. One thing about going through anxiety and depression and all those things, a lot of times we isolate ourselves and we think we're the only people that's going through it. When in actuality, there are a lot of people that's going through the exact same thing. Look at this. But this is where you are today. Harvest, dedication, routine. Like, your harvest is here. Again, you're grateful for where your life is right now. You're grateful for your life. Knight of Pentacles. This is your money. This is your journey to money and wealth. Okay? This is harvest time for you. Two of Pentacles. Harvest time. Harvest time. Harvest time. I just say it again. Harvest time, Aries. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Your life is in full balance. You've learned how to prioritize what's important in your life and what's not important in your life. Your daily affairs. You know how to prioritize everything. Your daily affairs. Your comings and goings. Look. Your ex is on the outside, still fixated on you. They're still addicted. Can I make a suggestion, Aries? Get you some amethyst. This is an addiction release. This is protection. But this is why you are in a rest position with a sword, but you also have swords at your disposal. I don't even think I have to tell you at this point, Aries, not to let the person come back in, because I think you've already done that. You're not letting them come back in. But they are hurting. Like, they're looking at your life like, okay, I didn't appreciate what I had, so I try to play the little silly games with the Aries. But you now, Aries, are like, okay, not my problem. Listen, I've gone to a therapist. I've done the self-love. I love myself. I love my family. I am very content with where I am right now, and it feels so good. I've done the work, and it feels good. Like, because with this person represented, see, this could represent many things, the Ten of Wands. With this person represented was unnecessary drama in your life. That's what they represented. But without the ex, you have a very full life that you're grateful for. See, let me do it again. With the ex and their addiction and all this, the drama that they bring, you can't even stand up. Everything is a matter of perspective. That person is addicted to you. And look at you, the Fool and the Upright. You're so happy and free and independent. Look at you, Aries. Okay? You have come through. Look at that purity. Look at that white flower up there. You are so happy and independent. Your ex is sitting somewhere imprisoned in their mind thinking about you. They're scared. They're doubtful. They won't find anybody like you anymore. They won't find anybody like you because they took you for granted. Not your problem. Look at you, Princess of Pentacles. You know, you're just in a good place. You're just in a real good place, Aries. And like I said, I don't think I have to even mention to you to not go back. There's nothing to go back to. You have actually gone in. Where's that card? Okay. Oops. Introspection. You've gone in. The hermit mode. You really start thinking about some things. And you said, okay, I would have to be crazy to go back to that situation. Okay. But you didn't even have to give that any thought because you finally made up your mind. It's just nothing back there for you. And look at you right now. You're grounded, you're practical, you're just happy. Again, pentacles, journey to money and wealth. This right here, without your ex, represents your gratitude. You have a lot of duties and responsibilities. You're helping a lot of people out, but it's because you want to, not because you feel obligated to do it. You don't feel obligated. Yeah, you have obligations, but you don't feel like it's a burden on you. Yeah, you're grounded and you're practical. And on top of that, your thirst for knowledge. Remember, I talked a little bit, I mentioned this before in some other readings, and I talked a little bit about the strawberry moon or the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, where people were taking up new crafts, new things, learning new things, maybe going back to school, sharpening their mental focus. This is you. Thirst for knowledge. You don't even have time for your ex. I'm telling you, Aries, your ex is suffering. They hurting right now. And I don't know if it was an immediate ex or an ex in the past, but you looking good. Where's that card? This is you. You're like suspended in time. You're patient. You're like, okay, I'm not in a rush. My life is good right now. My plate is full in a good way. I'm grateful. My skin is glowing. I'm drinking my water every day. I'm feeling good right now. You ain't thinking about your ex, but your ex is thinking about you. That's your problem. Again, they won't find anybody like you, at least for a very long time. They may go out here and try to find somebody who looks like you, or what I'm getting is that when you were in a relationship with your ex, they were telling you, they were like almost trying to compare you to other people, as if, and you gave it a little bit of thought for a minute, but they just came with too much drama. They came with so much drama, unnecessary drama. There were people in your life that kept trying to tell you, listen, cut that person off, but you kept trying to give that person a try. You kept being around them and you kept trying to give them positive energy, but the more you kept trying to pour positive energy into them, it was like, because they were vibrating at such a low frequency, they couldn't accept it. So they kept putting stuff on you just to see if they can put you in a different headspace. Have you guys ever been around people like that? Like, no matter how positive you are, you get out of the bed and you get out of the right side of the bed and you're happy and you're about to go about your day, and then you come across some people that's just like trying to just burst your bubble. And this is what your ex represented for you. But you're not even thinking about that person anymore. I'm telling you, it is something about when you are healed and delivered and you love yourself and you start operating in the energy and the frequency of gratitude. You're not even thinking about those people in the past that try to create situations around you, because you know what? Listen, we're not even gonna give your ex any more energy. Just know this. You were too good for them. They are sorely regretting it right now. They are sorely regretting it. You tried, Aries. I mean, really, with your positive energy and your vibe, you really tried. You were real creative. You put all your creative energy in thinking of ways you can bring this person along with you. And they found something wrong with that. Listen. You're in a great headspace, Aries, but I'm just going to tell you this. Your ex is suffering. They are. And I'm not laughing because your ex is suffering. I'm just laughing because I'm so happy you've done the work that your ex can't even touch you anymore. They can't touch you emotionally. You're okay, listen. Your ex can't touch you anymore, and that's what's causing them the heartache. The same thing. Listen, guys, when you really love yourself, and I mean really, really love yourself and do the work, you won't just let anything into your life. And matter of fact, you'll see it before it gets to you. You could have a conversation with a person and they could look like what you think that you want, like whatever your type is. I believe everybody has a physical type. They could look like that type, but you start having a conversation with them and you start picking up vibes and something just doesn't feel right. The only thing you can concentrate on at that point is the exit, because you're trying to get as far away from them as possible. And that's you, Aries. You're not even thinking about your ex anymore. They're the ones that's fixated. They're the ones that's contacting everybody they can contact to see if they can get in contact with you, directly, so they can have this talk with you and tell you how much they're going to change and what they've been working on. Like, they want to give you this update every 5-10 minutes about what they're doing. But when you were in a relationship with them, you had to play the guessing game. You don't even have time for it anymore, Aries. That's what I have for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited. Oh, let me pull, I have 2 sets of oracle cards here. Most High God, give me some messages for my Aries with the oracle cards. Let's see what we have for you, Aries. Let's see what the oracle cards have for you. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. I got this for someone else too. Again, your past, there's nothing back there. I think you already know that. This is just reconfirming that there's nothing back there in your past. Yeah, your ex doesn't even serve a purpose. Let them suffer and go through whatever it is they need to go through. They don't even understand what's happening right now. They don't even understand what's happening. But hey, if you are able to actually get them a message, tell them to tune in to Queen Amun Ra's readings, and so they can see what a high vibrating sign for them looks like, so they can actually do the work. But as far as getting you back, that's never going to happen. You've already shut the door on that. And I would suffice it to say, Aries, you don't care what they do. You really don't care what they do. You've moved on. You have moved on. You are happy, healthy. You're rekindling relationships with friends and family members. You ain't thinking about them. Look at this giveaway. You break it, you bought it. Okay? Oh, for every action you take, there's a reaction, a cost that must be measured with balance and a replacement. So what I'm getting as far as your ex is concerned is that they made their bed. They have to lie in it. It's not your problem. It is not your problem anymore that they are miserable. They had you fully in every way possible, Aries, and they did not treat you the way you deserve to be treated. But oh boy, when you get that self-love, when you understand how to love yourself, you won't ever allow somebody to come into your life that won't love you the way or better than you love yourself. That's what I have for you, Aries. And I'm so excited for your reading. Again, this has been for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are a cross watcher, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate my cross watchers too, because we all have various zodiac signs in our family, and it could be somewhere in our own placement, So, but again, this is for my Aries on today. Have a great day.